La Ruta in Costa Rica. This was a 3-day staged mountain bike race in November of 2025. This was my first overseas race, and I was pretty new, so I had some things to learn.
All right, Blue Gavit in the house at La Ruta in
Canal
Costa
3.
Rica.
Los que tienen radio, Canal 3.
About 10 minutes from the start.
Extranjeros, tenemos una participación de 19 países en esta edición de la Ruta de los Conquistadores 2025.
10 minutes turned more into 45 minutes, but my hopes were high, and I was very excited. First stage started with a lot of downhill and plenty of uphill to match. At first I thought I might have been better off bringing a gravel bike with all the gravel and road, but some of the downhill chop was rather rough. From this video, it might be hard to see, but some of those rocks are well over 8 or 10 inches tall, and it would have beat up an on-road or a gravel bike. The mountain bike I had 100 millimeters of travel, and that was sufficient. As a Houstonian, we're not used to too many climbs here in Texas, and that really killed me on day one.
How's it going?
How you like still, Chad?
Like it's day 3.
Hola. Oh, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna kill ourselves.
About a quarter way in, and it is steep. A lot of climbing. They were right about that.
About 75% through stage 1, I had to sag. My legs were utterly toasted. Here we waited for the sag vehicle, and there was much fanfare as the vehicle came into the finish line.
All right, and we're approaching the finish line now. We did it! Oh yeah, look! In the car, we're still 8:30.
I will admit, the folks at La Ruta put us up in some pretty nice places. This hotel resort was at the end of stage 1. The start of stage 2 was at the same hotel and was led out by a procession of motorcycles, ATVs, and trucks. This is a group waiting for launch. As you can see, the leaders are up front. If you were the leader for the day, you received a kit that said leader on there. Several leaders are shown there from different genders and age groups.
Y vamos a arrancar con la gente regresiva a partir de ese momento. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 y nos fuimos. Esta es la segunda etapa de la ruta.
Well, it's day 2. I'm not riding today. My legs are pretty burnt from yesterday, so I'm going to try to save what I got left for day 3, which the first 2/3 of it's supposed to be a bit downhill, so we'll see. I'll go as far as I can on day 3, but this day 2 was nothing but climbs. We're at the top of a volcanic mountain, and the first 20 miles was about 10,000 climbing in 20 miles, so it was pretty bad. So we're just waiting for them to come down this road, and we're going to take some pictures. The scenery in Costa Rica really was beautiful, and day 2 was very relaxing, and kind of my off day to really enjoy not only the scenery but the people as well. After seeing first and second place go by, we proceeded to go downhill and catch a few riders speeding by. Stage 2 finished in Ciudad del Este in San Juan, Costa Rica. This was sort of a mini mall that was set up and greeted racers who came in. I will give special kudos to Safety. They are a kit manufacturer out of Medellin, Colombia. My race team, Blue Agave, has used them for a number of years, and they were here in full effect as a principal sponsor. They did a great job here. Top quality stuff. Well, day 3, my legs felt pretty good, so I'm going to give it a try here and see how things go.
Here we go, day 3.
There's Jason. Getting it. Oh man, he is getting it.
After nearly 50 miles, we entered a national park area referred to as Carrara. Carrara featured a lot of single track that was very difficult to navigate. There were trees down. You also had hidden rocks, an old railroad track that led up to it, and ravines that no one could really ride, so locals would often know these were coming and hop off their bike.
Uy. Cuídate.
And then the climbs. And this was no fun. Some people tried to ride them, but most people walked them. And they got progressively worse. Not only did they get steep, but they got muddy and rutty.
Hola.
The video really doesn't capture just how steep and slippery some of these slopes were. Although this photo does capture it pretty well. As you can see, it's pretty muddy and very steep. Sometimes we would go into mud well past our knees. After the mud though, there was usually a river or two you could rinse your bike off and sometimes take a little bit of a dip. This particular crossing had a rope going across because it went up to about your hips in the middle and almost swept me away.
And another climb.
Carrera honestly took me most of the day. Afterwards, there was some more climbing and descending again on some road and gravel. This continued till we got into Jaco. Jaco is a coastal town in Costa Rica, and I got in just after sunset. Again, they put us up at a very nice hotel called Terrazas del Pacifico. I had a couple hours before my flight and decided to explore a little bit. If you do La Ruta, do try to spend a day or two before and after. Costa Rica really is pretty, and while the race is very challenging, sometimes you're swearing at yourself for having signed up for it, and you really should take time to enjoy the local scenery. I found this little guy outside of my room climbing up a tree. And another one slinking away into a drainage grate.
Oh, wow.
This was a freshwater lagoon that emptied out into the ocean. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like to see my 3-minute guide for those thinking of doing La Ruta, see the link in the upper left corner, and don't forget to subscribe.